great. Never lost.
Frisky Pelicans. Season is over. Here was a highlight. Give me a break. I've never seen that play. Like
really?
Timberwolves
Lakers tried it 7 times.
Just to throw the ball out of bounds. Like, all right.
This is your team, right?
Yeah. No Zion, no Jose Alvarado, no more games. Rough ride here. In December,
so bad.
they were in first place, Brew.
Yeah.
Then in January, they were like, oh, we're a half game behind Denver. Then they went 24-32.
Yeah.
Zion made the All-Star team, didn't play, and now we're in a bad spot.
Yeah.
So, Brew, how disappointing was this season for my Frisky Pelicans?
I mean, disappointment, like pressure, is a result of expectations. And once Zion went down, there are no expectations. Look, did I think they'd probably beat OKC? Yeah, I picked them. But I'm not surprised or shocked that OKC beat them. The disappointment for New Orleans is the same as it's been for the last 4 years, that our best player can't stay on the court. That's the disappointment. If Zion Williamson had not been hurt, they wouldn't be in the play-in, and they'd have as much of a chance of coming out of the West or close to as like a Memphis. They're one of those young, hot teams that you're going to have to watch out for. Without Zion, anybody that's like shocked or, I get it, you're disappointed, but this is the type of team they are without Zion Williamson.
Listen, they were 18-27 in their final 45 games, if you include last night.
And most of that was without
him? It was all without. No. It was all without.
Because I got them 17 or 25 and 28 without.
Yeah, and I'm just talking about from the moment Wild's talking about right after the turn of the new year, they were a game out of first, and then they played 400 basketball. They won 40% of their games, final 45 games. Here's the problem for them. Because I know that I threw out there as like a kind of fun thought exercise when we were talking about Trey being shopped, like Trey for Zion. Like there are going to be rumors about Zion with his future with the Pelicans. I understand that. The thing for them is this. Their team, as it's currently constructed, is drawing dead to contend for anything. Brandon Ingram, nice player, a guy who's improved greatly since he was traded in the Anthony Davis trade. If he is your best player, you have no shot.
Oh, you mean without Zion?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But not with Zion.
Well, that's the counterpoint is this. With Zion, I think they could win the conference. I do. Like, they would need some playoff experience. We're saying the same thing.
Right,
but Zion, when he's been on the court,
it's unstoppable.
The numbers are like a combo of Shaq's efficiency with a little bit of Moses without the rebounding. Like it is with Moses without the rebounding is a big deal. But 28 a game on 60%, we simply never see it. And if you're the Pelicans, you are just hoping that he can follow the Joel Embiid trajectory.
Right.
Which is the beginning of the career, is marred by nothing but injuries. And then, really, Embiid, you still get nervous when he falls, but he hasn't suffered a significant injury in a long time. The problem is, Wilds, I guess there was some of this with Embiid. People gave him a hard time about his diet as well, actually.
He's drinking pictures of Shirley Temple.
Yeah, Shirley Temple.
He's like, I won't do that anymore.
Yeah, he said, no, that's exactly right. So maybe there was some of it. But the Zion stuff is weird. And the fact that we have had consecutive seasons that at the end of the year, is he going to be able to play? Can he not play? Nope, I can't play. Here's my awesome dunk show before the games.
Yeah, that was strange.
It's weird. Yeah. It's just, there's no way around it. It's weird.
So I'll give you something even weirder. So yesterday, we did to the audience, we did a very empathetic segment about Zion because we felt that Zion, based on his interview, was very sad and going through some real mental hurdles. So we've got that here. At the same time, CJ McCollum yesterday kind of opened up the lens and said, hey, you bear some... He didn't say it, wasn't talking to Zion per se, but we'll play the sound and tell me what you think, bro.
I would say availability is important, man. We got to be available. We got to do what we need to do, off the court in terms of preparation, in terms of getting treatment, in terms of getting the right sleep, the right type of hydration, having the right type of diet. I mean, everything has to matter to us for everybody, 1 through 15.
Okay, so it's 1 through 15,
Shots fired
bro.
at Jose Alvarado.
Well, it was...
And it was Larry Nance tweet. So our colleague Skip had a report about Zion's relationship with the team and his stepdad or whatever. Larry Nance Jr., quote tweeted a story, an aggregation of it, and said nobody in our locker room's looking sideways at Zion. And then C.J. McCollum, who isn't the best player on the team but is their veteran, is probably the leader of the team. To me, I agree with you, Wildes was taking somewhat pointed shots.
Who else is he
there.
talking about? All right, and CJ is a sober-minded leader in the
head
league.
Of the Players Association,
Absolutely.
Right?
Look, when Zion, and we did try to be very understanding yesterday of obviously mental health issues, but when you come on and say, I'm fine physically, I'm just a little hesitant and I don't feel like myself, that's natural for anything. When we haven't been in the studio for a month, the first day back, it's a little awkward. Am I wrong?
Yeah, well, it's a you thing.
But really, it's a little different.
Yeah.
All right? And when you say you're fine physically, a lot of people are going through challenges in life. All right? There's a difference between a real mental health issue, and I don't know if he has that or not, and just the everyday challenges, insecurities, fears that all people have to overcome sometimes on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And so that's what, with all of these guys talking about mental health, that's what has to be determined. Are you just,
are you going through what
some
everyone
real
goes through to
issues?
different
Right.
degrees, or are you going through something specific to you that is diagnosable or along those lines? That's what you're talking about.
They're going to have to start bringing people in for each team
Correct.
to measure that, because it can be used as an excuse. And some guys maybe not even thinking to use it as an excuse.
Correct.
Can just think, oh, I don't feel good today. I'm having a mental health issue. I shouldn't play. When no, you should get out there and play.
Yeah, I mean, CJ, it's an interesting quote. Like, CJ knew that we were going to take it. He's a smart guy.
Yes.
He's done media for 20 years.
He was sending a message.
Yeah, so.
He's in the media.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah,
Or are you taking
what-
a shot at me?
No, I legit forgot. I get lost in my podcasts. On the other side of the ball, OKC heads to Minnesota tomorrow. Winner then goes to Denver. That series would start on Sunday. Nick, who would have a better chance at upsetting the Nuggets? Is it the Wolves or the Frisky Thunder?
Oh, there's no question it's the Thunder. I wouldn't listen. I am not high on the Nuggets, obviously. However, the Timberwolves might get swept by him. Rudy Gobert is not a playoff player. What does Brew call the Timberwolves? Foolish?
Silly and
foolish. Foolish. They are
are.
not going to be able to deal with that offense. Oklahoma City, on the other hand, might have the best player on the court. I don't know.
No,
Come on, that's
stop
ridiculous.
Stop it.
Come on.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
disrespect-
Let me ask you a
He's a
question.
great player.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
He's not better
That's
than
silly.
Jokic.
It is on the board
Listen.
that Shea is first team All NBA this year and Jokic is not. That's on the board. Yeah, I'm just telling you. It is.
That's
yeah.
only
That's on
because
the
of
board.
position.
Well, I'm just telling you it's on the board. The board, there's the board, Shea being first team All NBA, Jokic being second team All NBA, somewhere on that board. Now, I do think Jokic's probably a better player than Shea. Last night, though, Shea was pretty spectacular.
He's great.
Josh Giddey.
Joker didn't play.
What?
Well, he didn't play.
I understand that, but you're asking
Giddey
me
is nice.
about who would have a better chance. But you know what? You guys knew what I was going to say.
I
and
didn't.
Then you
I thought you were going to give us
you
sober analysis.
That is sober analysis. I'm sorry that I like Shea Gilgeous
You're
Alexander.
taking shots at Jokic.
I'm
That's what
sorry
you're doing.
that I think a guy who might be first team All NBA is pretty good at basketball. My apologies. But yeah, so I say OKC. You guys both agree with me and you're attacking me.
Well, look.
Sorry.
First of all, neither of these teams can beat Denver. Okay?
Sure.
Denver is going to beat whichever one of
Agreed.
these teams survives.
That's what I said.
That said, and I wanted to, because you're right. Minnesota, silly, foolish, scatterbrained, whatever you want to adjective you want to throw at them, they make boneheaded decisions time or time. I think they should have beat Memphis last year in the play. As good as Memphis is, they should have beat them in the playoffs.
changed my pick.
But Nick, I was gonna go with OKC. They just don't have enough talent to beat
Oh.
them. They don't. And I like Josh Giddey a lot.
Yeah.
But their only world-class talent is Shea.
Oh, well, now he's
Minnesota with Anthony Edwards, with Karl Anthony Towns, with Rudy Gobert. I know you don't like him. You
He's
don't like Joker
terrible
either.
in
So
the
I
playoffs.
don't mind saying that you don't like somebody. But I just think their talent is better than OKC's, and that just because of that, they could push Denver a little more. I get it. They're not a smart team. OKC's not going to beat itself, and they play smart.
They
But
If they
Timberwolves
lose,
are better defensively, and they got more explosiveness offensively.
if the Thunder lose, excuse me, if the Wolves lose, and they're like
In the play-in?
in the play-in, and they gave all their first picks for Rudy, who will barely
it's already
play.
ruined.
And the
Yes,
Thunder have
it's
15
already-
picks coming up over the
15
5
picks.
years.
Yeah, plus-
and Chet.
yeah.
Hello. Watch out. Watch
No,
out
the
for
Thunder,
the Thunder.
the
The
future
Thunder
is
is
bright.
really
If Chet
bright,
is Chet, if
Chet
Chet
is
is
Chet.
who we think he is,
What do you mean we? When are you a Chet
I
guy?
love Chet.
Oh my God! You've got to be kidding me.
What?
You've got to be
Dusty,
kidding me.
get the tape.
There's no tape
Get
of
the
that.
tape
We
from
have
Monday.
a very important topic.
No, we
here.
don't.
Yes, we do.
Now we have a topic that Nick has a hot take on.
Okay,
Wow,
I'm
you
right
don't
on
like
this.
stars.